I guess the first question I have for you is just kind of tell me when you started working at Burger King and then what led you to ultimately quit.
I started back in August of last year, and I became GM in January. And they have gone through so many district managers since I have been GM. It's no one has really came to to the store to help me out or anything to get to really know any of my bosses because they're just so in and out. The current one has only been there for like maybe what months now,
Maybe a month.
maybe, and really with them it was just like my last straw. I can't get anything fixed in the store. They had us working in the kitchen with the AC broke for weeks, and it's reaching like mid 90s in the kitchen, and I ended up in the hospital for being dehydrated. And my boss was upset when I had first left work because I ended up being late for over the phone meeting, a manager meeting. And when I told him what was going on, he just told me I was making up excuses and basically being a baby about it. So, and then it was just a lot of stuff from there, a lot of disrespect. They were taking my applicants to other stores, and we were running, breakfast with two people, until 9 or most days until 11. And then it's just 3, maybe 4 people running lunch. They expected us to, have the doors open with just me and one other person on some days. And for one, that's not very safe. And then it's just completely overworked, and that was going on for months. And they just they're just like the way they talk to me is just constant me not doing my job right. I'm just making up excuses and I just need to deal with it. I'm told to take the emotion out of it and just handle what I'm supposed to be handling. And I just gotten fed up with it. And employees were being run ragged and it wasn't fair to them, and I just felt like I couldn't do much more, so I gave them a 2-week notice. And once I put my 2 weeks in, quite a few other employees did as well, which was not known that was going to happen. I've tried to get multiple people to stay, but they don't want to go through another GM because the previous one was pretty scary.
And then just what about you? When did you start and what led you to quit?
I started probably early February, late January in there. Um, I actually was going to quit months ago. I cut down my days there instead because I just stayed to help Rachel out. She's my best friend. She's been there for me through a lot. I want to help her as much as I can, and I knew what was going on staffing wise. And we were just waiting for more people to come in there, and then I was going to fully quit then, but we got nobody. So when she put in her 2 weeks, I was like, I can't do this. So, and I've been working 2 jobs and going to school full time. So I just didn't want to keep doing that.
Right. And I guess what day did you officially quit? Because you both had put in your 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
what day, I guess, was the last day?
Yes, or today was technically supposed to be my last day, but yesterday ended up being my last day because one of the other employees was there. Yesterday was their last day, so they had wanted to put the sign up, and more or less as like a warning to the customers, because we didn't know if they were going to be open or not because no one was communicating with us. We didn't even know if the staff that was going to be left, which was mainly night crew, was even going to have a job anymore. So they wanted to put up a sign, to say, sorry, there's really not going to be anybody here, and then just kind of a laugh to the upper management. And then so that got put up yesterday before open, and I didn't think anybody was really going to notice it because we had just did one sign. And then it went pretty crazy on Facebook, and I got a call from my upper management, and they told me I needed to take it down. That's, it was like right at the beginning of lunch, and I was like, I don't have time to do that. We're short staffed. So then my boss came in and was, give me your card and keys, and kicked me out. And then the other employee, that was their last day already. They only had like 2 hours left, so they just left as well.
Wow. So everybody kind of decided to so did you help put up the sign, or was it just somebody else that put it up initially?
I did.
Okay, okay. And your general manager, nobody had any idea that this was gonna happen.
No.
Wow. So like I guess yesterday, like when you were at work, like around I guess what time did you decide to put it was in the morning?
Before we opened, like around 5:45 in the morning.
Okay. So was it like pre-planned? Like, okay, we're gonna put up the sign this day.
I mean, like we kind of talked about it jokingly the day before, and then the day of, it just more stuff had happened with with my boss and stuff, and it kind of irritated the employees. So then it was like the day of, they were like, "We have time, why not?" So
So then like I mean obviously like you maybe were planning kind of to work that day. So was it just like stop everybody stop cooking, like we're done, like we're
yeah,
leaving?
yeah, he came in and he told me to hand my keys and cars, and I was like, "Is this because of the sign?" And he wouldn't answer me, and so I gave him my keys and card, and I told the other employees that they just told me I needed to go. I was fired, and they just thought it was funny because today was supposed to be my last day anyways, and so they just kind of left as well.